and welcome to the awesome autumn book tag made by me. As you can see, we are pretending like it's autumn in Florida when it's actually 90 degrees outside. I had to put the air down to like 69 in this house. Please don't kill me, Mom. I know a lot of fall tags already exist, but I just wanted to make my own for the fun of it. I think they're fun. I plan on doing one for every single season, so there will be a winter one next. There's really no other reason for this other than that I wanted to. So if you think this is fun and you like it, I hope you do it too. We have our sweater, our hat, our beverage, but I'm cheating. There's ice in this. It's iced tea. I can't drink real hot tea right now. I'll die. It'll be like the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm melting. That's a bucket doesn't suit my figure. Y'all, I was trying to take thumbnail pictures and I spilled the tea all over me. Serves me right trying to make like a full cup of tea. Hopefully you can't tell, right? I mean, you can kind of tell. We'll keep it a secret between us, okay? Nobody has to know. Who's gonna know? They're gonna know. TikTok has rotted my brain. I don't want this braid to look crusty. I smell good. Earl Grey. Yummy. Matches my grandpa vibes right now. Are you gonna behave now? So my tag consists of 10 questions and then tag friends who love fall, but there are bonus questions for all you overachievers. If you want to do the bonus questions, do them. If not, you can just ignore them. Or if one of the questions of the first 10 either doesn't apply to you or you just don't like the question and you want to exchange them with the bonus questions, that's totally fine. Make this your own. Have a good time. I'm hoping that people know that this is not exclusive to BookTube. You can make an Instagram post, an Insta story, a blog post, a Twitter thread. Doesn't really matter. We're just here for the vibes. We're just here to have fun. So tag me and yeah, let's have some fun. Let's get started. Autumn is the perfect time to wear your cozy sweater. Va-va-voom. Choose a book that comforts you. For this one, I'm gonna have to pick Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. It might be my favorite book of all time ever. My heart just really gets to me, and I think it was one of those books that I read at the right place and the right time in my life to where it just really hit home for me. I was very broken when I read this book, and so is the main character. She is broken beyond all repair. She thinks that there's really no point in going on anymore. And I think to be in the same mindset as the main character and then to go through that healing with them, in a way it healed me. So that was really deep for the first question. When the weather outside gets chilly, curling up by the fireplace is the perfect place to be. I love fireplaces when it's cold out. Too bad it's literally the 5th layer of hell in Florida, but it's fine. We'll roast marshmallows in the sun. Choose a book that gets you heated. This could mean multiple things, whatever it means to you. It can mean heated in a sexy way, or heated in I want to burn the world to the ground. Both extremes, you know? Or both. It could be both. Spice it up, make it both. For me, I chose Champion by Mary Lou. This book, the ending, destroyed me. This is so embarrassing. What age was I? I was in high school. I'm gonna say like sophomore year of high school maybe, when I read this book. I was so invested, and I remember I was so to my core upset that I found Mary Lou on Facebook and sent her a Facebook message about how wrong that ending was. That is very disrespectful to authors. Like, I should not have done that, but I was so passionate and so heated about it. Like, I didn't give a crap. Mary Lou, if you're watching this, I'm very sorry. I was just very passionate. Now Rebel is out. I own it, but I haven't read it yet because I'm scared. You know, I got burnt once. Hot cocoa is the ideal treat for any brisk evening. Pick a book that's indulgently sweet. For this one, I picked To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han, and this book is just so precious. It's just everything you want. Little cheesy high school romance. It's wonderful. I love the first movie also. Second one, what do you think? The world around you is changing as leaves make their way towards the ground. Choose a book that you read in the midst of change that helped you some way. I have to pick Again, But Better by Christine Riccio. This book, man, another right place, right time for me. It was my senior year of college, summer before actually, and I don't know, I felt like I didn't have the experience that I expected to have, that I wanted to have. I was not having a good time at all. I was dealing with mental health stuff and life stuff and just a lot at once. And so I decided to do what Shane would do, and I made a list and I bought a watermelon necklace. I wore that watermelon necklace every single day until it broke, and whenever I touched it, I would be reminded of what I learned in Again But Better. It's okay to be anxious, but do the thing that's gonna make you happy regardless of that anxiety. We're all stuffed after eating our weight in homemade casseroles and pies with our loved ones. Choose a book that left you satisfied. For this one, I must pick Heartstopper. I'm not gonna say too much because I actually filmed a reading vlog of this. So yeah, this was everything I wanted, needed, and I just, one of the most wholesome, satisfying reads I've had in years. So cute. The art style, it's so cute. Oh, I love it. Go read Heartstopper. Whether you participate in Black Friday or Cyber Monday, we are all looking for a good deal. Save that money. Choose a book that you bought because it was on sale. For this one, I chose Sense and Sensibility. This one was on sale at Barnes & Noble for like $5. And how cute is this edition? It's like this fabric-y thing, and it has this band, so it like looks like a notebook. She's sexy. I'm not a big classics person. I really should be more truthful about that. I hate classics with everything that's in me. I've maybe read one I enjoyed. Maybe. This one actually looked interesting to me, so I bought it. I don't know very much about it, but I think it's very Pride and Prejudice vibes, and I love that movie. It's on Netflix, go watch it. Halloween night is the perfect time to read something spooky. Choose a book that scared you. Like we've discussed before, I'm a big fat chicken. I hate being scared. I don't understand people who like being scared. I don't get it at all. Only one book I've ever read that scared me, and it was And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I read this one in high school was it not high school? It might have been 8th grade. I think I read it in 8th grade. It was assigned reading. Would not recommend reading this book late at night, which is what I did because I procrastinate everything. So the assigned reading, I was like super late doing. So I was like, oh, I gotta stay up all night and do it. And it was like 3 a.m. and I'm like thinking someone's gonna bust in and murder me. But it did keep me on my toes and it was really good. So an evening stroll in the crisp night air is a wonderful way to clear your mind. Choose a book that was refreshing in some way. For this one, I'm picking Rules. I don't remember the author, but I'll put it right here. This was assigned reading for one of my college courses. It was really refreshing because I had never read a book about someone with a disability. So it was very eye-opening to me. I don't have a disability. And I feel like disabilities aren't really talked about or featured in very many books. I think we're getting more now. In the past, not as much. It's a very slice of life kind of book. And I really loved how it was made for very young readers, but it tackled very complex emotions and what it's really like being the older sister and having a little brother who has a disability. Things that the main character got embarrassed about, or how she felt that her parents, didn't really pay as much attention or nurture her as much as they did her little brother because he needs it more. So she kind of has this whole of that. It's very short, it's not very long, very easy read, highly recommend it. At first I was like, I wanted like a story, like an ending. Like I feel like it was very like, oh, this is what happened. Like it wasn't good, it wasn't bad, it was just there. And I was like, that's dumb. But then I realized that having a slice of life book that's centered around disabilities is such an important book to exist, because it's not glorifying it, it's not romanticizing it, it's not doing anything that it's not supposed to. It's just saying, this is how it is, these are the emotions, these are the facts, and that's it. Holiday drinks such as Starbucks's pumpkin spice lattes might be overhyped, but that does not stop us from drinking them. Choose a popular / overhyped book that you unashamedly love. I have a lot, quite honestly. Like, so what, they're popular. I'm not trying to be quirky, I'm just trying to have a good time. For this one I chose A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. Yes. It's so, I'm sorry. I know it's kind of considered like a garbage read on BookTube, I feel like, or at least half of the people that I'm friends with are like, oh my god. And I'm like, I just love all of the characters so much. Like when people talk about that they thought the characters were bland or this or that, I'm like, where? I can't find the source of your statement. But to each his own. Everybody has different opinions. Be warned if you have been living under a rock and don't know what this is. This is being rebranded as an adult series. It should have always been an adult series. It's way too mature for younger readers as far as like sexually explicit content. Chapter 55, am I right, ladies? It's getting hot in here. I wouldn't read this unless you're like 17, 18, at least. I know I wouldn't want my kid reading this when they're really young, so Could be worse things though, you know? I usually quite enjoy hearing other people's opinions about books that I love. They're like, ah, I hated this book. I'm like, oh, why? And sometimes there's a lot of validity to it, which is part of the fun part, because you're like, oh yeah, you're right. But see, I overlooked that because XYZ. Autumn break is a time to spend with your family, whether it's the one you were born with or the one that you choose. Choose a book that feels like home. I have quite a few that have become my home. I'm gonna pick The Hunger Games. Interesting how this is the book that feels like home, even though it's about like kids murdering each other. This was the book that started it all for me, and without this book I wouldn't be here right now. Whenever I hear the triggered, I feel like this entire series is like the full spectrum of human emotion. Now we're on to bonus questions. Who doesn't love a good old movie night with your besties? Choose a Halloween movie that you wish was a book first. So my knowledge of Halloween movies is 1%. I have seen one Halloween movie, so it's the only one I can pick, and I'm lucky that it wasn't a book first. Hocus Pocus is the only Halloween movie that I have seen, and I didn't watch it until college. Raised in a very Christian home that was very selective about what we could see with our eyes. So we didn't really celebrate Halloween. We did like the little fall festivals or like trunk or treat, but that was it. But now I love Halloween. I think Hocus Pocus would especially make a really cute graphic novel. One that's really short and spooky and rich with color. I think it would just be really wholesome, and I want it. Being yourself is cool and all, but why turn down a chance to be your favorite character? Choose a book character you'd like to be for Halloween. In 2020, my desire to become the complete embodiment of Nina from Six of Crows just grows stronger and stronger. I love her so much. Her character means so much to me. And I did a little miniature cosplay of her, which was really fun to do. I would love to do like a full one though, like for real. And it would just make me so happy. One day with adult money, we'll go off and we'll do it one day. Corn mazes are all fun and games until you can't find your way out. Choose a book you got lost in. For this, I'm going to pick the entire selection series. I went in and then I wasn't in the real world for like 3 straight days. I read them back to back to back to back on my phone. They're so good. Delicious garbage. I talked about this in my other video, so I won't go into too much detail here. With the world around you changing into vibrant colors, it's easy to be in awe. Choose a book that left you speechless. Have to pick Crooked Kingdom. That ending though, it just ripped my heart out and hand it to me. Why don't you? Like, God, what? This book makes me fall apart. Let's hide him for this one. He doesn't need to hear this. In order to carve a pumpkin properly, you have to scoop out all the seeds and pumpkin goo first. I'm sorry. Shh. Close your ears. Choose a book that gutted you. For this one, I'm gonna pick Allegiant. That was the first book that destroyed me. The ending was so bad and dumb and written terribly. A robot could have done better. Sweetie, hand the wheel over to like a fanfic writer or something, because that ending was so bad. One of the worst endings in all of YA history, in my personal opinion. Terrible, terrible decisions were made. And for what? I want to know why. I want to know why, because I legitimately do not see a sound enough reason why it needed to end that way. No need for it. That is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching this tag, and I hope you make one too. Tag your friends. Make sure to tag me so that I can see it and promote your video, blog post, whatever you decide to make. Make it your own. Have fun, and wear a sweater if you can. I drank all my tea. Love you guys. Bye.